rack of ribs, pasta with extra garlic, french fries with lots of vinegar, and a side of onion rings with lots and lots of sauerkraut.
Y'all would literally not believe what just fucking happened to me on this date. I'm gonna have to call y'all when I get in the car. Yeah. Fuck he talking about. Okay, so I'm back in the crib. Y'all would not believe what just happened.
I hate that popping.
I literally went on a date with a guy, and let's just say, mind you, he's sitting right next to me. I ordered what I want. He didn't want to order anything because he ate. So he just ordered a drink. I ordered what I wanted, and he hears it clearly because he's right next to me. The food comes. He started making all these comments. Oh, you ordered that? Oh, you gonna eat all that? Mind you, I told him that my friend flew into town and that after dinner I was gonna go see her because she wanted me to pull up on her or whatever. He's like, did you order some food for your friend?
Oh, no.
He was like, if I wasn't here, would you order all that? Baby, you think I can't afford a meal? I said, honestly, if you wasn't here, I would have still ordered like this. This is how I eat with my friends. This is how I eat when I'm by myself. Crazy.
Wow.
With that hairline, Hedges, and how she behaves, I strongly doubt that she can treat herself to such an extent. Someone invited you and all of a sudden you start to order food for free. It is within their right to ask. But not only that, courtesy obliges that you order as much as the one who has invited you, or you leave the ordering to the one who invited you. This insurgent has absolutely no manners, and the level of entitlement and lack of consideration is just, wow. She is not married to the man, they are not even in a relationship or any sort. This was the first time they met and she made herself more than comfortable. This is how entitled and self-centered modern women are. Nowadays finding a woman with manners and courtesy in the West is like looking for a needle in two haystacks.
But the kicker is, this man said, oh, I'm gonna go. I said, okay. He lays down $100, walks off. Mind you, he called us a black truck to dinner.
Wow.
So I rode with him in an Uber. He left. He didn't say anything besides I'm gonna go, and then set the money down and then dipped off. He didn't ask if I needed a ride, how was I gonna get home. He didn't ask what the bill was, nothing.
My man.
Mind you, this is a 45-year-old man, grown ass Nigerian man. Okay, I'm gonna do a quick story time because I don't know what some of y'all problems are, making it seem like what I ordered was outrageous. This man took me to a steakhouse. Okay, keep that in mind. This is a dinner date. What do you do at dinner? You eat dinner. I told him that like I wanted steak, asparagus, like I wanted like the full. So he knew. Mind you, he picked the restaurant. I didn't pick it. He picked the restaurant. Okay, so. And again, I got the lamb chops. The lamb chops are cheaper than the steak itself. That's number one. So if I would have got the steak and an appetizer or two, it would have added up to what the hell I ordered anyway. And also, I don't know about y'all, have some standards, okay? If you're taking me to a steakhouse, I'm going to order what I want.
Wow.
Not only because it's like you're paying for it, but I can afford what I want to eat. And there's nothing wrong if you can't afford it, but I can afford it. So I'm not about to starve myself or act like I don't want to eat something because a guy took me on a date. I've never experienced something like that. So again, like when I say it's the worst day ever, it is because I've never experienced nothing like that. And I never had a man walk out on me at dinner on a date. Like basically the tab, because you didn't even ask how much the tab was. Like, so that was crazy. It was a few red flags. Like me asking him, like I had hinted, I was like, so what are you going to eat? And he just was like, oh, I'm not hungry. Like I ate. And I was like, why would you eat? We had dinner plans. He was like, because I have a 7-year-old. Like he got smart. He was like, because I have a 7-year-old. Mind you, this man been calling me all day, making sure I'm going on this date, making sure I'm okay. He wanted to send me food earlier. was letting me know that we had to push our date back a little bit because he still had his son and he had to wait a little bit longer to drop his son off to his ex-wife. Cool, no biggie. So why would you eat knowing that we had dinner plans? I digress. That was like the second red flag. I'm not even gonna say what the other one was. But as soon as, mind you, he's sitting right next to me. So when I order all my food, he's hearing it. He's literally right next to me. We sat at the bar because he's 6'8" and he didn't want to sit at a table because like his legs and his knees or whatever. Had no problem with that. So he's literally sitting directly next to me. He's hearing what I'm saying. I order my food, no comment. My food comes out, all these comments. And this is what, it just wasn't one or two comments. It was repeated comments back to back to back where it was like, even the bartender was kind of like looking over it because it's like, you're making me feel uncomfortable.
Cap.
And like, if I was a bigger woman, I would have felt like you was body shaming me. Because why are you asking me that? Why are you asking me if I'm going to eat the food that I ordered? What did I order it for? Why are we on a dinner date? He was like, oh, you order all that? He was like, you going to eat all that? He was like, did you order something for your friend? If I wasn't here, was you going to order that? And I was like, that's such an interesting comment to make. And then it was like silent for 5 minutes and then he apologized. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. I wasn't trying to be rude. And I was literally telling him, I was like, yeah, because I'm like, that was very offensive. I was like, I actually feel very disrespected. I was like, that was definitely rude. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't my intentions. And I was like, okay. And I was like, and he was telling me because prior to the food coming out, we had a conversation where I was stating that I don't like dating in Houston. And I was telling him why. He said he didn't like dating in Houston because he feel like women here are just finesse, like other cities. It's not like Houston. Like, this is the only city that women like money. He was just like, I feel like women just like you for your money. They wanted you to take them on trips and this, and that. That was like red flag number 2. Whatever. I'm like, okay. So he was breaking that to me. He was like, yeah, you know, this kind of just happened to my friend. And he took a girl on a date and she ordered all this food and he ended up leaving her. And he was saying, so like, he was like, and I told you, like, I feel like girls be trying to finesse. And I was like, I don't have to finesse you for dinner. I was like, even if you wasn't here, I would have been able to afford this tab myself.
Okay, that's enough. We all know that she is lying, and this lying marathon went for minutes. Anyways, it is understandable. My man just wanted to get his nut out, so he decided to entertain that insurgent. But her behavior was so out of pocket he decided to listen to his big brain and dump her dumbass. It doesn't matter how old you are as a man, you should never entertaining bad behaviors, poor manners, and insurgents just because you want to get laid. This is the kind of women who utilize their sexuality in order to get their way through life. She sees men as a mean to an end. And that's why I personally believe that men should treat women the way women treat men, and that you should show no mercy to women who bought into the feminist gospel. While men are working their asses off, sacrificing, and going through all kinds of frustrations, most women are banging their way through life. And when they will reach their late 20s, early 30s, now they start looking for marriage after they racked up a body count higher than that of the predator. But again, all I'm doing is just waffling. At the end of the day, life is a choice. Let me know what you think in the comments section, like the video, subscribe to the channel, thanks for watching, and have a good one.